What's going on, guys? Vaporstorm here. Figured I'd make a YouTube video for the first time in probably quite some amount of time. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to give life updates, and knowing that where I am right now is probably one of the most complicated and most gut-wrenching feelings ever. I got broken up with probably about a month ago, almost 2 months ago, trying to go through probably the most gut-wrenching things anyone probably can be going through, besides losing a family member. And I honestly have to admit, something like that has happened to me, and me playing this map especially, it was one of my family members' favorite franchises to play, and I just figured I'd just make this the theme of today's video and kind of go over that you're loved and people care about you. I happened to find out the worst and honestly let the curiosity get to me and figure out that I have been honestly, okay, I'm trying to like say this in a way, but like, I wasn't the only guy that she was talking to. To kind of sum it up, she has this other person that they're ending up texting, and I started getting really aggravated and jumped to most conclusions about some of the stuff that they have been talking about. I'm not going to go over specific details, but knowing that if your significant other is talking to another person, chances are it's for a really good reason. And I'd like to admit, I have been controlling in some parts of times where I really did feel like an asshole to my partner then. But it's not a good excuse to make it acceptable, and I just have a lot of accountability to kind of say that it's something that no one should ever be doing to someone that they love, especially when this person made my life, I'd say, 20 times better, and probably got me on my feet like a lot more than anyone else has besides family, because they're probably like the most important people that you can have around you, and friends. I've really kind of stopped talking to everybody. Most of my friends just are out doing stuff at clubs and most of whatnot, and just kind of focusing on their life, and I feel like a burden to most people when I try to talk about the things that I do, and going through situations like that. I'm sorry, he has 3,000 HP? Oh, that's not even, okay. It's like, I hate that I have to keep talking about these things over and over again, and it's been happening for the last month or so, and it feels like I'm just trying to strive the attention to be able to actually get validation and know that everything's going to be okay. And it sucks that I have to do those things to be able to have someone talk to me. It's like, I feel like I don't have anyone to talk to. Like, my parents, on the other hand, it's just, I obviously have good relations with them. It's just stuff like this, I don't really open up to people a lot, and trying to figure out who to talk to about it, it would be obviously, in my case at the time, the one that I loved. Figuring out that most people really don't give a shit about you at the end of the day is something that I have to take a harsh reality check on and try to move on from it. And it's kind of why I'm wanting to make this video, and if anyone wants to make any relatable comments in the comment section down below, then feel free. I am open to talking with anybody. I'm just coming to that point in my life where I'd want to be able to just have things and talk to people about things like this and fight through it. But yeah, honestly, I just want to be happy again. I really wish none of this happened, but I guess it's for its own good, to make me a better person. Oh my god, I almost died. Yeah, it's just something that I really wish I didn't do. It's like, everyone oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to lock in. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Just, I really want to be happy again. I hate that I've lost the person that I've really did love the most, and it just sucks having to move on from something that you cared about so much, and it's just weird to say. It doesn't feel normal moving on, because stuff like this happens for a reason to everybody, and I think it's just something that I cannot accept, because once you feel in true love with somebody, and you are with someone for that decent amount of time, which doesn't feel like much time, but the chemistry, that's all that is. Because if the chemistry feels just right between you two, and you have no problems whatsoever, then that's completely, that is like something everybody can ask for. And I know there's some people out there that just want to seek lust and be able to forget about what people did to them in the past. And I would just like to say that it's something that won't be permanent, but rather temporary to people that think that that kind of stuff will get them anywhere in the future. Knowing that you're putting your body up for a whole nother dude just for them to give a less of a fuck about you a week later is something that really hits you hard, and just, you gotta think to yourself, like, was it really worth it to leave someone that loved me for me rather than my body? Because, for example, I can say that my ex has been reposting stuff considering the importance of them thinking their body is being used more than getting flowers and stuff like that, and it's really weird to me thinking that, oh yeah, everybody will obviously be doing that stuff, but if anyone was to do stuff like that, I feel like it would last only a couple of days to like a week or so. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take her out to go do stuff with her, like go to some like scenery places and stuff, like go hiking, like do stuff typical couples would do. Like, we went to go apple picking, but it ended up being closed and it was at a really bad time. But yeah, I think it's just all about memories at that point. And it's really hard to get over something that you really cared about, and knowing that they just are wiped from your existence. It's just like getting handed a piece of paper with a note from them, and they just burn it right in front of you, and you just can't do anything about it. There's a saying that I've heard, and that I even say to myself. It goes, people who commit suicide do not want to go to heaven. They want to escape the hell that's on Earth. And hearing that is quite something that even hits me, because even though whoever's watching this probably doesn't give a shit, or thinks to themselves the same exact stuff that's happening, you aren't alone in these kind of situations, and you aren't alone, and everyone goes through the same exact kind of stuff. It's just, you gotta figure out what to do with yourself, and really just try to distract yourself. Kind of my point on why I'm making this video is to distract myself from the hell that's on this earth right now, and all the stuff that I'm fighting, because every single day that I try to move on, and the times that I try to cope about stuff like this that really is impossible to get over after you cared about someone for that long, is really, really hard. And it's really pathetic to say that someone would want to end their life over a female or a simple heartbreak. Like, there is most definitely... Okay, I just got down on accident. I really appreciate being there for me and me being there for you. It really did mean a lot. It's gonna be a lot of eyes and buts and ifs making this. Trying to get through something that is this hard, and especially my money's gone. Especially this being a relationship that has changed me for the good. I'd probably have to say this is a good lesson to move on and just try to work on myself, but it just keeps coming back to my head, and I don't see myself really going anywhere. Just as a really stupid rant about how I feel, and just that I can only pray to God that this person comes back and that things will be okay again. It's just really not much else to say after going through such a hard loss, after especially me being the asshole in the situation, I would kind of say. Like, we both were, don't get me wrong. It's just, not everyone is going to be perfect. Stuff happens like that for a reason, is to find out who you really are, and what they really are, and what they feel about you. And only going through this stuff at 23 years of my age is, honestly, I'd say it's normal, because there's a lot more people out in this world right now that are going through way much worse stuff. And if I were to be exactly like some of those people, I most likely wouldn't even be making a video right now. And it's scary to even think about doing stuff like that, because at the end of the day, you're either gonna have a lot of grief on your side of the family, and a lot of people miss you, and knowing that they wish they could have been there for you, it's hard. And that's the stuff that I'm scared to really consider about doing, because I know I have people that really care about me, and kind of thinking that at a point in my life, I think about these decisions. It's just I'm scared to even do something about it. And I would just like to apologize to quite literally everyone that I have done wrong. And that I sincerely apologize for constant mood swings and emotional overloads having to be taken out on other people because I couldn't think twice on what to do in the time being. It's really hurting that I've done this to myself. And I would just like to say, if anyone is ever going through the same exact kind of situation, just know, whatever you do, focus on yourself and just be you. I'm obviously... What a really low quality looking weapon. Never mind, whatever. Obviously, I'm gonna keep talking about stuff like this because I just want everyone to know that you're loved and that you really do matter. Even though I don't think many people are gonna see this video, and I would just hope the YouTube algorithm would be able to do its thing and just kind of get this video out there to people and kind of know how the world really is and how you should wake up and make your life 10 times better and not focus on the things that grief you, but rather just kind of really try to make yourself a better person, and the right people will come. Don't chase for others. Like, yes, women mostly try to seek courage in a male because it shows them confidence and it shows that they're brave and will be able to be right up there in front of them. You'll be up there in front of them, sorry. And it's obviously something that's gonna be a learning stage of trying to do, because most people like me, I often get rejected easily because of probably looks, obviously, the way I do things, the way I talk, like how my tone of the mood is of having a conversation with quite literally anybody. And just going through stuff like that is really, really hard. But the more you do it, I guarantee it, I promise, no matter who the person is, no matter how they look or what they look like and where they're from and stuff like that, just as long as they care about you for who you are, stick with that person for the rest of your fucking life, and don't let anything to your mind think that they're going to be moving on to another person, because they like you for a reason. And for them to be able to go out their way to make sure that you're okay and that you're loved is really something that something that really matters to people. It's a non-endless rant of me going over the same exact stuff that has been going on with me for the past month. I'm obviously gonna mention the same exact things because I can't even think before I speak right now. It's too much stuff going on. Alright. I'll probably make this into different parts. I haven't got too far into this game. Oh, I got monkeys. Hey, yo. Can I get a good gun? For the love of God. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching. That is powerful. I just want to say I appreciate everyone watching. If anyone, for the love of fuck, does, and if you made it to the end of this, feel free to talk about your problems if anything like that persists with you too. I know I keep saying the same exact stuff, and to whoever is watching thinks that I'm a idiot for ever trying to express stuff like this. You aren't normal. I'm just gonna say that. If you willingly can't talk about your problems to other people, then something is wrong. So, but yeah. Uh-oh. Thank you for watching. Oh my god. Okay.